Hey tubes. Yeah, well, it seems like a weekly thing. Well, this one's not too bad. Um, a couple days after I had put in the O2 sensor and everything was working, my son calls me. He was stranded somewhere. He was nearby the house, so I drove by and I took a pry bar with me because the car wouldn't start. I took a pry bar, and I don't know if you can see it. Right in there is the starter solenoid. So I gave it a couple taps, and then the car started. Well, that tells me that the starter solenoid's going, and need to replace the starter. Since I have a lifetime warranty on the starter, the part for the starter is free, except I have to install it. So that's what today's video is going to be on: installing a starter on a 2001 Nissan Maxima. It lives under this stuff, under the box, so you have to take the air box off to get to it. First thing we're going to have to do is disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. Otherwise, results could be shocking. To get this all off, we're going to start, let me put this down. We're going to start with the airbox, taking these bolts off, and we'll work around. I'm not going to show that. I'm on a crunch deadline here, but this all has to come off to get to the starter. Good thing is you don't have to get underneath the car to replace the starter. Okay, I'm going to try to record this as much as I can. I've just got my phone propped up on I have a little stand, but it's not great. So let me see if I can. There. I've already taken out a couple bolts for the airbox. So, haven't changed the starter on this car before myself, but changed on one car, it's pretty much the same.
just need to disconnect the mass airflow sensor. We don't want to damage that.
Go, mass airflow sensor. This tubing.
Just gonna set it aside. Let's see. So, looks like I got one more. Get this tube off. Actually, I should probably leave this one tight. Just unscrew this one. Now,
Let me see if I can get this straight. Okay, that's your start. That's the starter there. The thing I said I was tapping was that. That is the starter solenoid. That is the starter. There isn't a whole lot of working room here. Hopefully I can get this. Okay, now there are two bolts holding the starter on. There is a 14mm bolt. Let's see if I can find it for you. Right. Need to get this off the stand. There is a 14mm bolt. Let me see. 14mm bolt. There, and then there's a 17mm bolt back there. And got and of course you got the wire connector and the wire, the trigger wire. I got in there. Instead of using that cheater bar, I got my breaker bar out, and this I was able to reach in there and get it with this. So I can. It's loose now, so I'm gonna just take my regular socket now to unplug the trigger wire. That's the wire that goes to the starter solenoid, and that's the actual part that's bad on this, because that's the part that I gave a couple taps to, and then it started. So just unplug this, squeeze and unplug this, and then this whole starter will come out. It was kind of hard to get out because you don't have much working space down there. Kind of had to kind of wiggle it around and then pull it up a certain way. Hopefully I can get the new one in. Just checking, checking out the new starter. Put that one down a little hard. The plug connector looks the same. It should be the same. I had the auto parts store give me the same one I had last time, which is that one. So it should be the same part number and everything. Wiggling in the new one was actually easier than taking out the old one. So I've got to put the two bolts in, wire it up, and connect the trigger wire. So the 17 goes here, 14 goes here. There's the wire connector here and then the trigger wire to the solenoid. Last time I changed the starter was in a 1977 Toyota Celica, and that's a lot easier. Except the only thing is that when you have to get underneath the car. Got the starter bolted down. Now I got to wire it all up now. I did have to move this. It was sitting in here where my finger is. I'm gonna have to put that back in. It just clips over this. Gave me a little extra room. Okay, I got it in there. All got the trigger wire and everything installed. Now I just got to put back all the air intake air box, and I'll meet you in the car. Start it. Okay, now for the first start. Yay! That service engine light I gotta look at.